Now, Ukraine says its armed forces have launched a series of counterattacks to try to take back control of parts of the country seized by the Russians. The Kherson region in the south of the country has been the scene of heavy fighting today. So is this the long-anticipated turning point that Ukrainians have been hoping for? I'm joined now by our foreign affairs correspondent, Porrick O'Brien. Well, Porrick, what's the answer to that question?
Well, we've been talking about this possible counteroffensive for a long time now, Kathy, on the programme. Kherson is that region along the south of Ukraine. It was quickly taken by the Russians at the beginning of the war. But the reason we've been talking about this possible counteroffensive for so long is because for weeks now, the Ukrainians have been pounding positions behind Russian lines there. They've been taking out logistics hubs, they've been taking out bridges, munition dumps and the like. And the working assumption was they were doing that to prepare the ground ahead of a counter-offensive. And of course, President Zelensky himself months ago promised an offensive in that part of the world by the end of the summer. So this afternoon, we have this statement. You can see it on the wall now from a spokesperson from the Southern Command of the Ukrainian Army. And she says, "I can confirm our troops have started an offensive actions in several directions in the south, and in some places the first defensive lines of the occupying forces have been breached." And then she goes on to say that, she doesn't want to talk about details. She wants to keep quiet about it for operational reasons. Now, we've been talking to sources within Ukraine, security sources within Ukraine, to try and get a sense of exactly what this possible offensive looks like. And this map will give you an indication of what we know so far. So there are three lines of attack, basically. In the southeast of the city of Mykolaiv, running down along the M14 motorway, an important motorway there, that's one attack line towards the city of Kherson. There's a second one there directly due south of Mykolaiv, and we understand there's a third one which is south of the city of Kryvyi along the banks of the river Inulet. So that's what we know so far about what possible shape this counteroffensive is taking.
So what might happen next?
That's a good question. I mean, the key point is this a tactical move? So have the Ukrainians become aware of weaknesses in the Russian defense lines, and are they just exploiting those weaknesses? Or is this something more strategic? Is this something that's been planned for a long time, or a combination of both? My sense is that this is a significant moment. That statement we heard is a strong one, and the Ukrainians are canny when it comes to communications around that. But also, according to the MOD here in Britain, Putin is taking a much more active role in planning, has sidelined top brass and his Ministry of Defence. The Ukrainians might be deciding to exploit that moment.
Porrick, thanks very much.